welcoming you to this time and space for you this evening for this yin yoga class. This is an evening class which is amazing for unwinding at the end of the day, maybe before bed, maybe just after a busy day, and taking the time for yourself. You might have a blanket to sit down on, or maybe a mat, maybe a couple of cushions or pillows or a bolster. You don't need any equipment for the practice this evening, but if you want to find a couple of things to make you feel particularly comfy, then inviting you to do that. I'm just sitting up on a bolster here in a cross-legged position, and I have a blanket for a little bit later to get really comfy. So just taking some time to sit here and just wiggling through the pelvis, maybe just wiggling through the jaw, maybe just allowing the hands to soften onto the top of the legs, maybe rolling the shoulders up towards the ears and releasing the shoulders down the back. Starting to soften into the elbows, the muscles of the face, and maybe you might find your eyes gently closing down or softening the gaze. You might take a few deeper breaths, breathing into the belly and breathing out. And then with your next inhale, just lowering the chin down towards the chest and starting to circle the head all the way around. So we're circling the head in one direction, keeping length into the spine as you do so, and just releasing the head and neck. Breathing in and breathing out. Coming back through center and maybe starting to circle back the other way as you start to find that deeper breath in through the nose and back out the nose. Beautiful. Relaxing the shoulders. Feeling everything soften, letting go. Awesome. And then we're going to come back through center when you're ready. Lengthening up a little more from tailbone all the way up to the top of the head here. And then inhale as you start to sweep the arms up overhead, looking up. Exhale, hands come down through prayer. And again, inhale, reaching up. Exhale, releasing down, hands through prayer. Inhale, opening the heart, looking up. Exhale, bringing the hands down, centering here, hands into prayer. Beautiful. Inhale here, lengthening up. Exhale, twisting towards the right side. And then starting to lower the left hand onto the outside of the right knee. Inhale as you lengthen the spine a little bit more, looking towards that side. Exhale, unwinding, coming back through center. Inhale, reaching the arms. Exhale, hands come down to the heart center. Inhale, twisting left, looking over that left shoulder. Taking hold of the outside of the left knee. Inhale, lengthening up. Exhale, releasing, unwinding. Head comes back through first and then coming back. Inhale, reaching the arms. Exhale, hands through prayer. Inhale, reaching, interlacing the fingers and then bringing the hands behind the head. We're starting to round the spine. So bringing the chin to chest as you round the spine. And then inhale as you open back up again, gazing up towards the sky. Inhale, exhale, rounding the spine, chin to chest, bringing the elbows forward. And then inhale, opening back out, looking up, keeping this going. So just finding that rounding of the spine as you come forward, and then bringing the elbows out wide as you look up towards the sky. Awesome. Just breathing in and breathing out. Coming back through center when you're ready. Floating the arms down by your sides. Just finding a little movement here. Maybe rolling the shoulders a few times. letting go here. Bringing the shoulders forward, letting the head and neck kind of make any movement that feels good. If you're on a prop, maybe you're sitting up on a bolster or a cushion, you can come off of that now, maybe crossing the legs the other way. So crossing the other leg in front. Taking some time here to maybe move the sit bones, those fleshy parts of the pelvis away, so you can really feel the sit bones grounding down here, and taking a moment to release down. Coming to a seated cat-cow, so opening the heart as you look up towards the sky, and then rounding the spine as you bring the chin to chest, shoulders roll forward. Inhale, coming up, looking up. And exhale, rounding the spine, chin to chest, shoulders roll forward. Keeping the hands on the knees as you continue with this amazing work. And we're going to start to circle when you're ready. So just starting to keep the hands on the knees as you start to move through the waist, letting the head and neck go, softness into the elbows. We are just starting to circle all the way around. Pelvis is heavy. And ground it down, moving through the spine, letting everything go, and then taking your time to come back around the other way, breathing in, deep breath, and exhale, releasing, letting go. Belly soft, soft shoulders, awesome. Coming back through center, lengthening up into the spine. And inhale, reaching the arms up, exhale, hands through prayer, pressing the palms together, elbows out wide. Inhale, coming up through center, reaching the arms up, and then hinging over towards the right side as you lengthen the left arm up and over, gazing underneath that left arm. Inhale as you cartwheel, coming up and over the other side. Right arm comes up and left hand comes down. Keeping softness into the elbows, starting to reach over, just alternating side to side, flowing with your breath. Seeing if you can really flow one side into the next. Grounding the hips down, grounding the tailbone down, keeping length into the spine. Opening the heart center up towards the sky, reaching over, feeling a beautiful stretch through the side waist, shoulders relaxed and down away from the head. Amazing. Coming through center, bringing the hands down through prayer, and then we are rolling over the shins as we start to come back to our tabletop position. Taking your time to find a beautiful tabletop position here. And we want to have the knees in line with the hips and the shoulders in line with the wrists. Amazing. And then we're going to start to just circle back. So starting to sit back towards the heels when you're ready. Belly comes to the top of the legs. And then you are starting to shift forward as we start to come forward and sitting back again. So we are starting to bend through the elbows, shifting forward and rounding the spine, sitting back towards the heels. Bending through the elbows as you start to come forward, rounding the spine, chin to chest, navel to spine, and sitting back towards the heels. And then elbows are soft as you start to move forward and rounding back, sitting back, releasing towards those heels. Amazing work. Coming back through center, maybe you might start to circle the hips, maybe moving in whatever way feels good. Just breathing in and breathing out, letting everything go. Flowing with your breath, focusing on the sound of your breath. Finding that deep inhale and that full exhale. Awesome. And then maybe bumping the hips to one side as you gaze over the opposite shoulder and then to the other. And then we're starting to drop into our cat-cow. Rounding the spine, chin to chest, tucking the tailbone under. And then inhale as you open the heart, gaze up, tailbone up. Exhale, rounding the spine, chin to chest, and inhale, coming up, dropping the belly down. Awesome. Just keeping this flowing with your breath in your own time, finding what feels good in your body this evening. So good, you guys. Okay, we're going to come to a child's pose. You might want to use either a couple of pillows stacked, or you might want to use a bolster like I am. Maybe you might not want to use any props at all. But we're just starting to sit back towards the heels as we lengthen the arms out long, allowing the head to gently fall over to one side so that you are on the side of the head, and just letting the belly soften down towards the bolster or towards the earth. Breathing deeply in and exhale out. As you exhale, starting to feel the hips soften even further. Starting to feel the belly softening into the bolster, the pillows, starting to let every little bit of tension leave the physical body. And then starting to bring the head up and over to the other side, slowly allowing the head to become comfortable on that other side as you start to sink a little deeper, letting the belly go, allowing everything to be as it is, and enjoying this amazing time that is for you. Inhaling deeply into the belly, exhaling fully out, melting down. And taking your time when you're ready to start to come back up. If you have a prop, just shifting it to one side. I'm going to start to lower down onto the belly, lengthening the legs nice and long. Taking some time to get comfortable here in our Sphinx pose, allowing the shoulders to be in line with the elbows. Feeling the pubic bone releasing down into the mat. The belly is soft, glutes released, melting the front side of the hips down into the mat. Tops of the feet connecting. Starting to use your elbows and your forearms as a nice prop here to really lengthen up and find an openness through the front side of your heart. Maybe you might bring the chin to chest if that feels good, or opening up through the front side of the throat by keeping your gaze forward. Breathing in. And as you breathe out, just letting everything go. And then we're slowly going to move out of this when you're ready. Of course, you don't need to. You can stay wherever you like. Maybe you might like to shift into this next shape. We're going to bring your couple of pillows or your bolster so that the short end is in toward your tailbone. You might grab hold of a blanket, bringing the soles of the feet together, the knees to fall out wide, and starting to cover the body with a blanket. I'm going to start to allow the back to relax down onto the pillows or onto the bolster. If you don't have either of these, you can just have your back on the mat or on the blanket beneath you. Just starting to allow the arms to soften down by your sides, feeling the shoulder blades as they wrap around the outside of the support. Feeling that openness across the front side of the torso, Any movement through the head and neck, maybe a little rock of the head side to side. A few deep breaths as you inhale in, feeling the expansion of the front side of the body, the belly, the rib cage, the heart center. And as you exhale, feeling the back of the body sinking heavily into the support. Enjoying the sensation of being held, being supported here, being safe, being loved and protected. As we start to come to the end of our class, maybe you're going to climb into bed and get a beautiful night's rest. Maybe you're going to go about your evening in a relaxed way. I thank you so much for joining me here. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your evening, a wonderful sleep. And I look forward to having you here with me on the mat again soon. Namaste.